video. So today, I've been doing all my tests with 2 RAM slots in, and apparently one way to get the post to happen is to take the RAM slots out. So according to the board manual for the Asus Tough Gaming B550 Wi-Fi 2, the B2 slot, which is the slot that's furthest from the CPU, is the one slot to fill if you want it to post. I am going to have that filled. I've left my graphics card. If you've been watching the other videos in this series, I tried moving the graphics card, and so I'm just going to move it back to where it was, and we're going to try powering on the computer. So yeah, that's in. We have a monitor plugged in. We have the power supply plugged in. So at this point, I am going to turn on the power supply, and I am going to boot up the computer with the 1 RAM slot that we have plugged in. I know you can't really see. I guess I'll just zoom in, or I can give you a little bit of light for a second so you can just see. This right here is the RAM, and there are 3 slots further away from your vision and closer to this heatsink. So this, in that order, like starting towards closest to us, is gray, black, in terms of color of the RAM slots. And I think the manual, if I am reading it correctly, says that the gray slots should be the ones that you fill if you're going to have 2 sticks. But according to some people, you should just try getting a post with 1 stick. So our monitor is on. That apparently is the thing. Our graphics card in. Everything's in. Power's in. CPU power's in. We're just gonna touch this to try and boot up here. And we have the RAM slot booting up. Yo, what's up, GF? The RAMs, the DIMM with the orange light. I feel like it's taking a little longer this time, which is kind of interesting. And I'm wondering too, like it's odd to me just the way the manual is says things. It's like it's odd to me that you would start with A2, B2, and there's stars after them. And for A1 and B1, there's no star after that. So maybe I should read the manual again and even more carefully. But I remember reading it multiple times and just being like, "What's the deal? This is different." It's just saying the RAM slot is wrong. So that does tell me that something has changed, which means, right? Like that's the dim light. I'm just confirming. DRAM rather, the DRAM light. Yeah, so it does seem like something has changed. So data, how are you? I'm well. What's going on with you? No, I'm not your dad. Right, so I think I'm going to power off and I'm going to move the RAM, and I am going to try again. We're just going to keep trying this to try and get a post. This monitor is hooked up, so if you see anything on that screen, it will mean potentially powering off. I really want to be able to power off via the power button. I don't like just cutting the back power like this. I'm not really sure which slot to try next. Like I think maybe we'll just go down the line. But the one part of this computer that is new is the RAM. So to me, it's like the least likely to be the damage thing. But yeah, I think we're down the line, and we'll just do. So the next one we're going to try is B1. and I kind of expect it to be the one closest to the CPU. That's what people say online in terms of like what's appropriate. But okay, that needs to be open. Not applying any pressure. I'm just making sure it gets lined up correctly. The little metal part is the same. It's not super easy to see right now. All right. Okay, it's in. All right, test number 2. Thanks, TinyBot. I believe that I can do it too. All right. Power on. We try to I'm just touching the pins together to boot it up. It was interesting. The light went on so quickly. I guess it kind of has in the past. Hmm. It's getting cut on that still. All right, next slot. Next slot in the power off. U1, is that what that was? Does not work. So we're going to move to A2. That slid out so easily. Like wondering if it was even connected. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that one again because I don't even know if that was connected. Oh, it's cycling through. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so yeah, all right. Nope. Same problem we've been having for so many streams now, which is the graphics card. It's weird as the graphics card fan spins. That's weird to me. I don't know, maybe it's a firmware thing. Someone was saying that it might be the bus to the graphics card too. I'm gonna try these last 2 slots because I guess, you know, we're already here, I guess. Like, okay. I ground myself. I kind of wonder if the graphics card's broken. I kind of want to inspect it. I kind of want to inspect the graphics card again more closely. do that after. All right, this is the DIN A2 star slot. It's the second gray one. All right, here we go. It is odd to me. I kind of want to try the first one again too now. It's odd to me that the last one worked, but the first one didn't. It makes me think there's something to do. It's like the A slots are the correct ones, and the manual that I have is incorrect. Maybe I have the wrong manual. Someone was like, make sure the version is the correct manual. We're booting up again. Make sure it's the correct version. It's going through. Yeah, same problem. Same problem we've been having. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm no expert, but I kind of feel like it's the motherboard. Something wrong with the motherboard or something wrong with the graphics card. And I would really prefer if it was the graphics card, I think. Just have to take anything apart. It seems like a hassle, but this is where we're at right now. All right, I'm cutting it off and try the last slot. Try it in the last slot. I think I might try it in the first slot again too, to see if we can get to this post. Because if it's something wrong with the slot, then that makes me think that there's something wrong with the motherboard. And I mean, I don't really know. This is my first build, but all right, this is the last slot. It's DIMM A1. This is the slot that's closest to the CPU. This is the slot that seems almost to get to. All right, we're about to light her up. That slot's not working. I think I got clicks on both sides. All right, so I'm gonna cut it off. I'm just gonna check to see if I got sets. Oh, what's it called on both sides? I'm sliding it out. Try the first one again. Or the one that's furthest away. I just want to see. If I can get the first one. One definitely clicked on both sides. Yeah, the first one's going through. So I don't know. It stays on the graphic card for a while, and then this boot light comes on. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm tempted to move the graphics card again. Get it to work with A1. So I'm gonna try A1 again, one that's closest to the CPU. I just want to see if like it's me. Like I want to understand how sensitive this is. All right, those are definite 2 clicks. So expecting this to work. If this doesn't work, I don't know. It just doesn't odd to me. I might have to make a short video about it and be like, why doesn't this work? If I look it up. Okay, it does work. All right, so all slots work, which is a good sign to me in terms of like, you know, if to me it seems like there should be consistency across slots. All right, we're cutting it off with the graphics card. Yeah, there should be consistency across slots. I don't. Um, you know, there's not consistency across slots. I don't know. That just seems weird. It's like all the same, right? More or less. Anything look wrong with this graphics card? Just give you all a quick look so that you can pause on this. You can see. I'm gonna look at it real quick in better light over here. It looks fine to me. I'm no expert. I'm not a novice. You know, I'm really this is the first graphics card I've ever really looked at in person. I guess that one thing looks a little weird, maybe, but I don't know. I'll point that out to the camera. This is the only thing that works that looks weird. This there's 2 little silver dots here above this rectangular thing. This rectangular. There's a silver dot in the bottom left corner of that little area, and this silver dot in the top right. So can you see that? It's like silver dot there and silver dot there up there. And the silver dot in the top right just looks, I guess they look the same now. I was gonna say the one in the top right looked a little blacker. The other one looked a little clearer. All right. I'm going to put the graphics card in the other slot. And weird. Okay, I'm gonna put the graphics card in the other slot, and I don't know. We're just gonna see if that works. I expect it to. I think I will also adjust. I will change the RAM to the one that it's like absolutely supposed to be, but it doesn't feel like the graphics card slots just don't seem like that well seated to me, I guess. All right, so it's supposed to be in B2. B2 is the one that the motherboard, I believe, recommends. So again, that's the furthest one. All right, got 2 clicks. Graphics in the other slot. There's no power cable on top of the graphics card. So, you know, it doesn't take external power that I know of. So, oh, you just, okay, power on. And I think if this first one doesn't work, I'm not going to go through all the slots. At least not right now. It seems silly. All right, powering on. Well, it's definitely something wrong with the graphics. And if there's something wrong with the graphics, there should be something wrong with the boot because yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just like it's not going to boot if there's no graphics, it's not going to be able to boot because there's no integrated graphics on the CPU I'm using. So, all right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Comment if you have ideas. If you've been watching the series and understand where we're at, you're also welcome to comment. And I don't know, just say whatever. I'm gonna we do have another graphics card coming, so we'll be testing with a different graphics card. That's my next plan. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do after that. Because if that doesn't work, it'll probably mean it's the motherboard, I guess, which means I'm gonna have to return the motherboard. But I don't have any graphics cards that I know are confirmed working, so I may take it into a shop, as someone in the comments recommended, and see if they can test it with, and just see if they know which component or components are not working. Thanks for tuning in.